Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's play some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today we're continuing Festive Season 2 MP2, meaning the second series of multiplayer during the second half of the Festive Season. And in the previous one, I showed you the Pagani Zonda R along with the Ferrari 488 Challenge Shibo. It's no coincidence that they just ran out of fuel because I may or may not be recording this right after the other video. It doesn't matter, for you it's been a couple of days, so it's all fresh and good. However, this time we're going to be focusing on the SCG-007S. Now, this is a very peculiar car because it's a mid-high Class S car. But I said that it's very peculiar because it's very slow. With a speed of 358, it's just barely faster than, for example, the Challenge Evo, which is a high-tier Class B car. So, then, if it's that slow, what good is it? Well, the thing about this car is that it has insane acceleration. You can see with the stat of 89.33. I think that at this point in the game, it's the fastest acceleration in the entire game, or one of the fastest. I said at this point in the game because later on in another patch, I think there's a car that comes with faster and even that, but doesn't matter. At this point, it's really fast. The handling is also really good, but the nitro suffered. So this is absolutely the opposite of the, not completely the opposite, but very different, for example, than the Zonda R that I was driving, where the top speed is good, acceleration is middle, bad handling, but good nitro. So yeah, they're kind of the opposite. And let me tell you, this is a very interesting car to drive. Now remember that in this series, we're gonna be racing against Class A, High B, High A, well, yeah, it's High Mid A, High Mid A, and Class S, a mid Class S. So yeah, this is the slowest. Other than that Ferrari, this is the slowest, and also these two, but they don't matter, nobody uses them. So let's jump in some races and see what it can do. Whoa boy, all of these cars, yeah, 3 Class S's and 4 Lambos that are pretty, well, they're definitely faster than I am, although not by much, but hey. Now, in the previous video, I gave you my whole sub-story about the Pagani Zonda R. At this point, when I'm recording, there still has been no development, so I don't know if I got the car or not. But still, it's all fine. At least now you know where this video is located in the timeline. So, like I was saying, the acceleration of this car is absolutely insane, but the top speed is where it suffers. And while the Naran, which is that car that is ahead of me, it's faster than I am and also has really good acceleration, that car is not extremely fast. I mean, it is like 30-something kilometers faster than I am, and it does have good acceleration, but there is an opportunity perhaps for my car to do okay. Now, obviously this, as usual, just comes down to driver skill, and you know that I'm not the most skilled person in the world for these games, but I try, alright? I try. At least I'm keeping up with the Naran. But yeah, it's kind of expected that you're not gonna necessarily do amazing. Like I said, this acceleration is great. And in fact, this is a car that they translated very well from, you know, a race car into the video game. Because this being a race car, it handles more, or rather, it handles, Jesus Christ, it specializes less on top speed and is more about handling. And that is exactly what this car does. Not great top speed, but good acceleration. That is indeed the best part. And good handling, good drifting, and all of that. Second place, all right, again, not necessarily an amazing result for the car, but considering that I did beat all of the Lambos that are faster and another 2 Narans, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now this is where the car might actually be able to shine, because this track is much more twisty, and the superb acceleration of this thing, along with good handling and drifting, might be able to give me a good result. Again, as I just said, all that matters is driver skill, right? But if I get drivers that are around my same skill, then I might just be able to pull this off. So far, I have the lead, again, unsurprising given the acceleration of the car. Now, the trick is not messing it up too hard in this race. Gotta do a little bit of wall riding here to keep as much speed as possible if you're not using any nitro. But look at this drift. I'm doing gasless drift, which tends to be much wider than the regular drift. And yet, it's drifting like a dream, this thing. Also, it doesn't hurt at all that this car is pretty good looking, huh? I mean, granted, they can't continue to add a whole lot of Le Mans type of cars because they are very similar looking, and then you will have a ton of cars that are similar looking. So I understand why they might not bring a whole lot more of this type of cars, but still having 1 or 2, I'll take it. And just like that, first place. as I expected, as I predict. Again, this car in Twisted Tracks is just a killer. Absolutely a killer. Look at that. Oh yeah. Now, it's also curious that it does have official colors, but only one of the official colors has this combination of two-tone, I suppose. Or, well, the white and the red. If you change the color, it changes the color overall, which again, it can look pretty alright. But I do like the two-tone. Now, I said that this is curious because normally a car that has this type of somewhat of a livery, which is kind of what this has, whenever you apply a custom color, it removes the livery, while the official colors keep them. However, in this car, the official colors don't keep the white along with the color itself. But if you go into custom colors, surprisingly, that does keep it. It's so strange. I think this is the first car that I noticed that it has something like that, where the custom color keeps the extra bits of the livery. It's interesting, and I do like it because definitely you can create some peculiar things, considering that you can go dual tone, metallic matte, and all of that, but the dual tone can make it really interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have those unlocked, so for the meantime, we're gonna have to go with a green SEG. Now, I just called it the SEG because that's what it's called at the moment in the game. Later on, the brand gets renamed from SEG, which stands for Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus. I don't remember the C, but I think it's Cameron, something like that. Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus. And then it gets renamed to just a straight up Glickenhaus. So this car will later be known as the Glickenhaus 007, also the Glickenhaus 003 that we already have in the game, and all of that stuff. So I just thought it was a curious situation that they renamed it. It's fine though. I like, well, you know, Glickenhaus does have some oomph to it, you know what I mean? SEG just being the three letters made me kind of forget what is what. It kind of the same with TBR or BXR. I tend to forget about those or confuse. Oh, no, he pushed me. Ah! He did a 360, didn't knock me down, but pushed me enough for me to go and ring out. Oh, well. Rip my race. But yeah, those brands that are exclusively the letters, which obviously stand for something, but for the most part, you remember them just because of the three letters, right? But at some point they start just becoming fuzzy in my head. So that's why this being known as Glickenhaus, I like it more. It has a well done, DBT. Well done. All right, this race, it's completely atrociously bad, and that is 50% my fault so far. The first one wasn't, this one was, so it's fine. At least I'm not last place, and I might just be able to catch up to that fourth place. It seems that. Oh no, I don't have the nitro for this section. Yeah, you lose a ton of speed in this section if you don't have good nitro, and yep, this car kind of hurts in that particular sense. It's fine. You can win them all. I gotta say though, still I have gotten kind of lucky with this car getting some good results overall. But yeah, the Narans beat me and SE18. I did beat the Victor and a Hurricane Super Trofeo, but no, actually that one disconnected, so it doesn't really count. Okay. We're back in... No, wait. No. I was gonna say we're back in Rome because it's nighttime, but no. This is China. It has some straight, so probably my car ain't gonna be able to do amazing. Yeah, this section is fantastic for top speed cars. But again, the fact that this has really good acceleration can give it in some situation a really good advantage, particularly around the turns or in some not super high jumps, just to build a speed like there's no tomorrow. Kind of like this. Even though I had no nitro for the jump, still, reach top speed no time. I love it. Now, this car, in contrast to the Pagani Zonda, and this is kind of, you know, the usual thing. Something that you want is difficult, and something that you don't want is no problem. I got this car through the Grand Prix, no problem. I finished the Grand Prix in first place and got my car, and that's that. I have it at 2 stars. Probably never use it in multiplayer, because at 2 stars, you can really ask for much. I mean, this car is already slow at max. Imagine at 2 stars. So yeah, not gonna do fantastic, but look at that. First place beating the Naran Coupes, which are much faster than me, so W. Now, while I normally don't like black cars, how cool does my car look with the white and black? Yeah, that looks kind of cool, I gotta say. Helps with that it's very reflective and all of that. But yeah, like I said earlier, and I showed you, if I select the factory default black, it removes the white on it. and it's just completely black, and that's fine, I suppose. But like this, doesn't it look pretty dope? Now again, this is a truck with a couple of long straights, so my car is gonna suffer over there. But the trick is trying to keep the lead as much as possible. Alright, I hear an Naran right behind me. I'm not gonna 360 him. I hope that he doesn't 360 me. Let's all be gentlemen over here, like the gentlemen that we actually are. But here comes the difficult part for this car. Big straight. That Naran is gonna pass me anytime, maybe? No, wait a second. I'm still on the lead. Cool. Now let's not mess it up around this turn. Okay, slow down a bit too much, but we should be okay. Acceleration, let's go! Power of acceleration! Acceleration king, let's go! I tell you, this acceleration, the Naran is faster. But the fact that this thing can reach the top speed so quickly just makes it so damn strong. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Ooh, we're back in Outland. Like I said, the playground for this car. Let's see if that stays true, if I don't mess it up too hard over here. Now, I'm soon to run out of fuel for this car, because again, like I explained in the last video, I like recording these videos all in one go. I mean, the video, I don't like, oh, I'm gonna record some races now and I'll record some races later and I'll splice them together. Now, it's all in one take, basically. That's how I roll. So, because of that, I'm gonna run out of this fuel for this car, and I'm gonna have to use a secondary car just to fill up a bit of time in the video, kind of like I did in the last one with the Ferrari 40-day challenge Evo. Now, in this video, I'm gonna use a car. You know what? I'll save it for when I actually get to using the car. For now, kind of as expected, Twisted Track, King of Acceleration, doing fantastic. Even if it's a considerably slow car. I'm telling you, man, this car is so much fun. But I think for you to make the most out of it, you absolutely need to have it at 6 stars. Obviously, if you have it golden, well, that's the ideal, but who has this car at gold? But yeah, at least you need to have it, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 stars to have some good time with it. Because otherwise, yeah, no, it's so slow that you're just not gonna be able to do much with it, I reckon. I don't know. I really should try it. But at 2 stars that I actually have it, yeah, it's gonna be pain. But look at that, Naran, the challenge. Oh wow, the Ferrari was actually doing pretty good. It beat also a bunch of Class S cars. Dope, very dope. Okay, here we're gonna suffer. That's it, period. 1,000 minarets, it's Cairo. Cairo most of the time is very good for top speed, and this particular version of Cairo, it's amazing for top speed. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do a whole lot, but we shall try nonetheless. Now, this is my last point of fuel, so I would love if we could finish on a high note for this particular car. And like I said, we're gonna try, you know? We don't give up, unless we do. In which case, it's fine if you give up. But, alright, again, as expected, acceleration means a good start. The real trick is, can I keep it? Alright, so far I have a good lead. Oh, you know what? Actually, this car might actually do pretty good too on the big spin. I don't even know how many degrees that big loopy section is. Oh! The second place just wrecked. Alright, you know what? We might just take this one too. And let the record show that I'm already facing opponents from the second to highest league. So it's not like I'm just racing against newbies. Although, to be fair, I do believe that there's a lot of people who are just farming this. Totally justifiable, though. The rewards on this season are pretty good. So I can understand that. But no doubt there have been some people who were just trying, and still, I managed to get a decent result. Look at that. Oh yeah, beat the Naran, Aston Martin Victor, which is really fast. I think actually from this selection of MP2, the Victor is the fastest car. SCG, SC18s, another SCG, and another Naran. Oh yeah. Now, as I said earlier, I need to use sort of a filler car, and the selected car to use for filler is not going to be the Victor. It's actually going to be the Lambo SC18, but why a Lambo as a filler DBT? Well, let me explain. you see this particular Lambo, it's number one of my favorites. It looks absolutely killer, and it's an exclusive car for this game. No other game has this car. So I've already made some videos on this car. In fact, I made a whole video of like 30 minutes of me driving this car in its golden state. I don't remember what season in global. So that's yet to happen on the Switch, and when it happens on the Switch, you bet, that was a terrible jump, you bet that I'm gonna be making a full video on this car alone. So that is why I'm okay with just using this as a filler for the time being. Again, it's a fantastic car, but I also have this car in game. I have it at 5 stars, and I'm actually pretty close to taking it to 6 stars. So there absolutely will be more chances to play with this car against regular opposition and whatnot. So yeah, we're not... Oh, come on! I think that probably wasn't on purpose. I think he just dropped on top of me. It didn't look like a 360. Overall, for the most part, people around here have been very gentleman-y. You know, I haven't seen a lot of people 360ing around. I did get one 360er in another race, and I wanted to record the replay because it was so funny. He tried to 360 me, and instead, he couldn't. And he did pass me eventually, but I managed to 360 him afterwards. I'm like, oh well, you tried to do it to me, man. What can I say? You deserve it. Oh hell, we're getting pretty close to getting that. So comparing this Lambo to the SCG that I was just driving, yeah, absolutely, the acceleration of this one is way weaker. But the nitro duration is so good, and it's also faster than the SCG. So, you know, you win something, you lose something, it's fine. That's why I like the balance intentions in this game, I should say. Overall, the balance, I don't think it's terrible. My problem with the balance is just the whole thing about how normal multiplayer works. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, because this place gets messy. All right, hold on. I need focus power here because there's 2 elite players in this race. So I could get some decent points from them, or they could just destroy me and I won't get enough points to get that beautiful pack of blueprints that is waiting for me. I'm crossing my fingers to get some extra blueprints for the Zonda R, for the same sub-story that I told you in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. I'll try to remember to link it, and if I don't, just check the previous video than this for Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and you'll see it. He wrecked! No, he didn't wreck. I thought he wrecked. It's fine. I didn't get excited about it. All right, second place. I think that might just be enough to get that blueprint pack. And all things considered, like I said, there were 2 people from Elite League, so at least I beat one of them. So there you go. I'll take it. Oh yeah, baby! Please let it be something good. Please let it be something good. Please, game. I believe in you. Come on. Oh! 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 Would you look at that? Oh, man. I'll be completely honest. I would have preferred it to be for the Zonda, because I'm still going to get blueprints for this car in the Lamborghini season in half a year from now. So, still, 6 star? Oh, gimme. All right. Well, that's literally ending on a high note, and I love it. So much for a filler car. I just wanted to show off, and now we have it at 6 stars. Beautiful. But that's gonna do it for this video. You know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Tell me in the comments that you enjoyed it and that you want to see the Naran Hyper Coupe and the Victor, because that is the plan for the last video on this mini-series. So that is all for this video. Check these other videos that YouTube believes that you are interested in watching, and because I made them, they're certainly very good videos. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.